Good evening. Come on in. I'm going to make some of the creamiest garlic mashed potatoes that you have ever tasted. And we're also going to make some homemade onion gravy to go on top of them. Doesn't that sound good? Let's make our gravy. I've got a big iron skillet, and the first thing I want to do is get my onions sauteed. Probably a tablespoon of butter. I'm also going to do a little bit of olive oil in the pan. In my gravy, I tend to do a combination of butter and olive oil or butter and vegetable oil. Whatever works. You can just use whatever oil you want to. Next, we'll get that butter melted and cut up some onion in there. Had carpal tunnel surgery on my hands and my strength is still not quite back. I mean, I could not even get the lid off that onion keeper. I love this thing. So I had a huge onion. I only needed part of it. And I usually stick my onion in a Ziploc, but I found this little container you can just stick it in. Look at me not be able to get it off again. There you go. So it keeps it nice. I've had a friend who said I needed to start an Amazon store where I link all of my things I like in my kitchen so that y'all can find them easier. There's, quite a few things that over the years I've accumulated. So I need to look into how to do that. If anyone knows and you're watching, shoot me the information. You can just put ever how much onion you want. It's onion gravy after all. So you can't go wrong with the onion. I should have got my cutting board out, but I thought I would just slice a little bit off and move on. Less dishes. I'm all about less dishes. Or should I say Joel is probably thankful, because usually if he comes home in the afternoon, I've got a pile of dishes over there, he'll start washing. We still hand wash our dishes. We have been in this house about 5 years, and we lived in a camper for 3 years. We sold our house, found this land. We have a nice dishwasher, but in the camper, we got used to hand washing our dishes and discovered, it saves water, electricity, and we're just done. You wash them and you're done. See how great this little container is? I'm just gonna let those get really brown. Got those onions nice and brown and smelling so good. Let me let you see in my pot. You see that oil that I still got in there? You do, when you're making gravy, want to have a little bit of oil. Let me not catch my arm on fire. I'm gonna use my self-rising flour. What I'm about to do is spoon some into here. That was a couple tablespoons that I'm going to start with. Stir it around. And what I'm looking for, absorbing that butter and olive oil that I cooked my onions in, is kind of pasty and thick because it's sticking to that onion. I'm just stirring that around until it gets the color brown that I want. But for the amount of onions and oil that I have in my pan, those 2 tablespoons of flour is going to be plenty. Okay, I think we're brown enough. Now, I just bring a big container of water over here and start pouring it in a little bit at a time and stirring it around. Now, once I get everything scraped off the bottom, I'm going to switch from this spatula to a whisk, because I think the whisk helps me not have lumps a little bit better. Now, this is what I like. So we're whisking to get rid of all those lumps, and then we'll season it up. And you just keep adding water until you get it the consistency that you like your gravy. Some people like thicker gravy, some people like a looser gravy. Now, another thing that I like in my onion gravy is a Lipton onion soup mix. If I don't have one, I just salt and pepper it and a little bit of garlic. But a Lipton onion soup mix gives me a lot of the flavors that I like in my gravy. I know there's onions in that Lipton onion soup mix, but I like the flavor from sauteing my own onions too. But I do put my onion soup mix in first before I salt and pepper, because you've got seasonings in that and you don't want to overdo it. Do you see how I'm adding more water? It's just getting thicker and thicker. A little thicker than what I want, so we're thinning it down. This is when I taste and add salt and pepper. Need that salt. Salt and pepper to taste. This depends on what you like. I'm heavy on the pepper. You already know that. Whew, pepper make me sneeze. Leave that sitting here simmering. I'm gonna leave my water close by because it may get thicker. We're close to having some potatoes too. I don't know about you, but when I make my mashed potatoes, I need a well right in the center for a little scoop of gravy. Let's taste these. I like to get a little potato and that's delicious. That gravy, I could just eat that gravy with a spoon. Try it. Tell me what you think. Thank you so much. I enjoy having you as part of our life. Go and be the change, be the difference in someone's life. Y'all have a wonderful week, and I will see you next recipe. Bye.